Hi everyone, nice to see you. Look, my apologies for not being present. My workload has increased just for 3 weeks. I've been replacing someone who's been away for 3 weeks, and so I've been doing split shifts. So I just thought I'd come on board and say hello, and we can have a little bit of a chat. Nice to see everyone. I won't keep you guys. You should be out enjoying yourself. Hope all's well with everybody. Working on some new stuff, a new project, some pretty exciting stuff actually. I'm doing a whole series. I won't spill the beans yet, but it should be a really, really enjoyable series. Marco, I appreciate you guys coming along and joining in as well. Always enjoyable, and always I appreciate everyone's support through uh, Patreon, especially. Mitch took part in the 50-man Kumite training on the weekend. As you may know, Ben Ajamian, Sensei Ben, one of my students, who was probably trained with me longer than anyone. But anyway, he's preparing for a tournament at the end of the year. So every few weeks they have a 50-man Kumite, and they had a really nice one on the weekend. And Mitch joined in with that. Actually, he championed up because the day before he had a really nice, tough open mat at grappling too, and he did some really solid grappling rounds, and then backed up again the next day and did 50 rounds of kumite. So not bad for a young whippersnapper in his mid 40s. Fantastic. Anyway, if anyone's got any comments or questions, that might be a good time now, because if you wanted to share something or discuss something, we could do that. I'm not going to stay too long. Quick thoughts on the UFC title fight of the weekend. Um, yeah, nice rope a dope from Adesanya. Um, you got to hand it to him because Pereira had beaten him 3 times before, and so the odds are in his favour, and many people would have thought that he had Adesanya's measure. Yeah, but no doubt about it, Adesanya's a warrior, and he fought a very intelligent fight, and good on him. Great fighter. That's all I can say. He's very, very good, and I think he still has a good future ahead of him. So anyway, look, we'll be back next week with some nice new stuff. I'm working on some fantastic stuff. I think it'll be really interesting. It's a little bit like, when you train, it's a little bit like learning to drive at first. So, when you first learn to drive, everything is important. If there's 20 things going on, everything takes your attention, and you've got to think of this, and this. Well, it's like, when you first start karate and you're doing kumite, every little thing is of equal value to you. Your opponent only tweaks their shoulder and you overreact, and then you get to a blue belt, your movement improves a lot, and you learn to shut out some of those things, and then you get to green belt and you're starting to get a little bit more conscious, and then brown belt. By the time you get to black belt, of the 10 things, usually a lot more than that, but of the 10 things that are presented to you by your opponent, you realize that you can actually ignore 9 of them. And so that's the main difference. I think this is one of the things I want to talk about in the future. The main difference between a beginner and someone with experience is not that they're doing anything different. It's just that their experience allows them to filter out what is important and what's not much more clearly. And uh, you don't overreact. Of course, the mastery of it then becomes, as you get up to a much higher level and you're still working with very advanced people, what can you do to deceive them? It's very easy to deceive a beginner. You just got to wink sometimes, and that's enough to set them off. But as the experience increases, the amount of stimuli that is affecting reduces, and so at the very top level, this becomes a really good challenge when you're fighting at the world stage. You're fighting guys who are champions in their own country, everything like that, and still you have to find a way to deceive them and to uh, create that deception to allow you to score your techniques. So this becomes a really interesting area that I want to look at. Anyway, good on you. Was going for second down. Eric, second down black belt in June. I just read your book on Salsa Live and I've been watching your videos. Good on you, Eric. Where are you doing your grading? And I appreciate you coming along, and good luck with your second down. That's fantastic. Where are you doing it, Eric, and who are you doing it with? Oh, okay, good on you. Well, I hope hope it goes well. I'm not 100% sure of what you'll be required to do, but whatever you do, do it well. Good on you. Say hello to Xian for me. That's fantastic, and good luck. Hope you do really well. Anyway, yeah, thanks, guys. Just wanted to come and say hello briefly. Good to see everyone's name popping up. Eric, good luck with the grading. That's fantastic. Us.